When using the IC24 for prospects and leads, you will receive a unique link, much like the Care Profiler link, that is unique to you and your organization. You may place this link in buttons throughout your website to engage web visitors and increase the discussion between you and the web visitor. When a web visitor clicks on the link that is embedded on your website, they are taken to this page. They will then click on the button to begin the IC24. As you can see here, the question right away asks if the services will be for a loved one or for the care recipient themselves. Most people fill this out for a loved one when they're searching for services. All that is asked of the test taker at this time is the first name of the loved one. And now the IC24 begins. It starts out with 8 questions about June's needs for a caregiver and what kind of caregiver June would like. June needs a caregiver who is outgoing and sociable. June would prefer to have a caregiver who does not base decisions on emotions. June needs a caregiver who is more timely and structured. June would prefer a caregiver to be expressive. June would rather have a caregiver who actively sets his or her own direction for the day or prefers to be given clear directions for the day. June would like a caregiver who enjoys learning new things. June needs a caregiver who is focused on the details. June needs a caregiver who is most comfortable in frequently shifting focus between completing tasks and having conversations. The IC24 then asks a series of drill-down questions. June's caregiver should chat with June whenever he or she is around. Here, the respondent can affirm or question that statement. The ideal caregiver would not focus too much on June's emotional state. For this one, we will say not sure. June's caregiver must find it necessary to show up at least 15 minutes early to every shift. Absolutely. June's caregiver should be very expressive of his or her mood each day. No. June would like to tell the caregiver what needs to be done each day. Not sure. The ideal caregiver will be interested in learning new things about June. Absolutely. June's caregiver will notice tiny details. Yes. The ideal caregiver will take a break from tasks to chat with June. Yes. Based on those responses, there are a few more drill-down statements that will help us hone in on June's exact ideal caregiver. June's ideal caregiver would consider how his or her emotions might impact others. Absolutely. June's ideal caregiver will keep his or her own emotions and personal issues to him or herself. Yes. June does not want to have to tell a caregiver what to do. Yes. And the IC24 is complete. When using the IC24 with prospects and engaging them through this discussion and drill down about June's ideal caregiver, you have the opportunity to then create and collect more information about the lead, thus increasing the qualification of that lead. Once submitted, an email with a teaser report will be sent to the prospect. The prospect can also see right here this teaser email report. A quick look at the report shows that a description of June's ideal caregiver is provided to the prospect. This report does not reveal too much information, but rather adds 2 sentences about what June's ideal caregiver would be like. It then provides the prospect with more information about the organization, and that the organization has the full ideal caregiver report on file. We will close this. You can then see as the user the My Prospects page within the IC24, which you can find through your dashboard. You can then access the full Ideal Caregiver 24 report for June Swanson. And we can see here that June Swanson's Ideal Caregiver 24 report was created on the 9th of September 2012. Based upon the number of caregivers that are within the organization that match up with June, as well as the particularity of June's needs, we have been able to calculate what is called a pleasability score. This score, much like the compatibility score for the caregiver's fit with the position, will explain to you the likelihood of your ability to please June Swanson and provide caregivers who match up with her ideal caregiver. To view June's full ideal caregiver report, simply click on View Prospect and click on June's Ideal Caregiver Report. We will show you in another video what the Ideal Caregiver Report looks like. This is how you use the IC24 with prospects.